Hello, this is Mad Cat, the angry egalitarian that discusses this and that. Today, I'm going to be discussing a conversation I had with a feminist that talks about the First Amendment rights and where I actually come in all of this. Usually, I discuss, excuse me, usually I make a quick quip about some quote, but I'm going to skip that this time because the main point that I'm discussing today is really a quip that I would normally put in here. So let's go ahead and start my screen share today. All right, so before I get started, I do want to put this out there. Syntheria, if you can, please donate to this. I'll try to put a link down in the bar below. Sorry, I just kind of woke up dry today. So this woman was, or burglars came into her home. There was about 5 of them. And they held everyone in her family at gunpoint, including her husband and her children. And with her children down the hall, she was raped 3 times and forced to give oral sex to one person 1 time. Now, she is also a adult film actress, but is unable to work right now because, she got raped. So she was asking, well, someone else set this up for her, Joycelyn Stone, to help her deal with this situation since she can't work right now. Now, she's met her goal, and we've made an impressive amount of money, but we can do more. So I'm just putting this out there real quick. Now, let's go ahead and move to my post itself. Now, we have this here. My original comment was this, advice for young feminists. Remember, remarks on the internet last forever. Think about what you say. And then I also hashtag women against feminism, which I often do. Now, here's the kicker, is that this is something that is actually said a lot within the honey badgers and the MRA movement. So, I mean, this is really advice for everyone, but it was specific advice for young feminists. So take down MRA's response. It's like, guys like Gigi Mad Cat will always be there to silence you. Tell the truth. Tell it loud. Tell it to everyone. How am I trying to silence anyone? I'm just saying, think about what you say, You say something stupid, it's going to be on the internet forever, Be a little bit mindful if you don't want that to haunt you somewhere down the line. And I said, yes, tell the truth. Logic over emotions. I support your right to free speech. And then Azir, support it so much you're actively fighting it. That's some hard support. How am I actively fighting it? I didn't get a response to this. But another person decided to chime in. Now, this, because it's on Twitter, this doesn't exactly translate very well. I wanted to show it in my TweetDeck feed, but I can't go that far back because I've had too many conversations since then already. So I'm going to try to go through this as best as I can. I have multiple tabs open right now. All right, so let us try to go through this. So my remark. So Amelia says, this goes for MRAs and anti-feminists too, right? The rape joke is there for everyone. And that's actually true, the first part that she says here, and I don't disagree with her, but I'm like, well, there are worse things in life than rape jokes. I mean, making a rape joke doesn't make you a rapist. I know many people who make rape jokes, including women. Rape jokes kind of serve as a basis of dealing with the reality of it, trying to add humor to it. It's a very controversial thing, but I don't deny anyone's right to do it. Right? We don't use it as a way of saying that, oh, rape is bad. It's not bad. For us, it's still a reminder. It is really, really bad. So you can argue that all you want if you decide to, but all right. So I basically say there are worse things in life than rape jokes. Her response: there are worse things in life than male tier mugs and shirts. See how this works? Male tears is funny. It's slang for sperm. So all the mugs and sweaters is women admitting they like sperm. Yeah, it's funny because whiny MRAs made up that definition. I still laugh at y'all's tantrums. So how am I an MRA? Because at this point, I haven't defined what I am. My profile doesn't say what I am. So these people are making this assumption I'm an MRA. Oh, so you're an egalitarian. Same thing. You know, for feminists who say look up the dictionary definition, they don't seem to actually do that for any other word. I guess the feminist dictionary only has one definition in it, and it's what they think feminism stands for. Hell, you don't really give a shit what I am. All you care about is that I'm not feminist, which is the ultimate insult. Nope, try again, please. So there is an argument you want to have. So is there an argument you want to have, or are you just trying to put me on the defensive? Then the argument is your original argument, which what you say, feminist, is bullshit. Okay, have fun with that. So why should feminists have to watch what they say, but no one else has to? Did I say that? Yes, you did say that. And then puts the picture up there. Where did I say that only feminists have to watch what they say? Where did I say no one else has to? In fact, your original tweet to me, I didn't argue your first point, only your second one. So there are worse things in life than a feminist laughing at dude's wounded ego. So I'm going to switch over to this one now, because she actually did repost the picture of what I actually said. Remember, remarks on the internet last forever. Think about what you say. So wounded ego. See, the problem is you're trying to read into what I'm saying and not looking at what I actually said. Context. You're trying to make a bigger issue than is actually here because a non-feminist said it. So it has to be oppressive. And instead of trying to get clarification on what I meant, you attack me and put me on the defensive. She then puts a picture of a dog looking at me like, what the fuck? And you wonder why people hate feminists. This is one of the reasons. LOL, I didn't attack you. Yeah. Making you explain your reasoning. How awful for you. Okay, let me switch over. See, it's all jumbled together, so I have to find. I guess I can't find the specific of what she said. Sorry for this. So she basically goes, Yeah, making you explain your reasoning. How awful for you. You said you laughed at my tantrums and called me MRA. That would be an attack. Because to her, being an MRA is a horrible thing. There are worse things in life than someone calling you, laughing at you and calling you an MRA. And that's not what you're doing. If you wanted me to explain myself, you'd simply ask for clarification. You made accusations. No. Then she actually said something about anti-feminist, and I said, so now I'm an anti-feminist. So why should feminists have to watch what they say, but no one else has to? Another post she made. That would be an accusation. Oh, here you go. She actually said it here. There are worse things in life than being called anti-feminist, to which I said up here, so now I'm an anti-feminist. See, and this is where everything is so out of order. I wish there were timestamps. See, by suggesting I said something more than I actually did, that's an accusation. So she posts a picture, then she posts another picture. I asked her if it was a double post or if she meant to do that, but seeing by these here, and I'll show you what this looks like in a moment, we can see that these were two different pictures, even though they appeared the same thing. So I just want you to make up your mind. First, I'm an MRA, then I'm an egalitarian, then anti-feminist. So what am I? Oh, there's the double post. Then she posted another picture. I see you're growing desperate. Rather than give an argument, you post the same picture 4 times. Well, it was fun chatting with you. Oh my God, you posted another picture. Ooh. Okay, so you're basically worthless. Take care. Bye-bye. See if there was anything left for the end. Yeah, it was basically that. After a while, she didn't even just argue with me anymore. She started posting pictures. So let me show you what that actually looked like. So there are things worse than be calling. So, okay, so there's her original picture she showed of the dog. Then her picture of my actual remarks. And then showing this picture, showing it again and again and again. So she posted the same 4 pictures and she did it 3 times in a row. Then finally she made another picture. She basically lost the argument at this point. To which then I made I guess it's not here. Oh no. Oh well, this is another long argument I had with another person who decided that being called stupid was yeah, it was just funny. She thought she was being called stupid, so she called Lauren a cunt. Although in her defense, being called a cunt is not the worst thing a woman can be called, although most women feel that way. But, you know, it's like saying, ooh, you know, going from a molehill to a mountain. You know, you get called stupid, so you call someone one of the worst things you can call a woman, a cunt. I mean, where does that logic fit in? So that's what happened here. Now, take down MRA, and I don't have a picture of this available. I meant to get one, but I can't find it right now. But take down MRA basically then said, ooh, how sad that this MRA tries to talk to porn stars and they ignore him. And let's pretend for a moment that's actually true. So what? And that's your best argument you have against me? That's the worst thing you can say to me is, oh no, porn stars ignore him. Really? That's like saying, oh no, famous movie stars ignore him. I mean, I don't expect anyone to talk to me. And yeah, I may make messages to people, but really the best thing you have for me is porn stars ignore me. You don't find the irony in that feminists tend to hate porn stars? I mean, you have feminism hasn't exactly raised a finger to help Cytherea. I do know of a few individual ones, but the movement as a whole hasn't. And you think they would, that men came in, attacked a woman, and raped her. Feminism should be all over that, and yet they're not, because it's an adult film actress. But then you go on to bitch at me saying, oh, porn stars ignore you. You don't see the irony in that argument, that you yourself don't support adult film actresses, and yet your argument to me is, oh, I won't say it again, but my God, that is the dumbest argument I have ever heard. I mean, and just by itself, it's stupid, but also for the fact that, no, they don't. And I'm not saying that I'm like popular with porn stars, but I do know a couple of them that I am friends with. Albeit we're friends on Twitter, but that doesn't mean that we can't be friends sometime in real life. But, you know, I do talk with them. I do exchange messages with them. I won't say who they are. I mean, if you want to look through my Twitter feed, my timeline, you're welcome to do so and figure out who they are. But, you know, if they want to say something, they can come forward if they want. But I'm not going to name drop to make myself sound important. That's not what friendship is about. But my God, that has to be one of the dumbest things I've seen. Porn stars ignore you. Oh, wow, you wounded me. Oh my God, my entire life has been wrong. Let me go ahead and get out of screen share. And now we're to blackness. I haven't quite figured out why it does this. So here's the thing. My comment wasn't trying to silence anyone. It's to remind people that what you say on the internet does last forever, especially when you can archive things that can be viewed at a later time. And that is going to last forever, unless all the computers were to shut down. But so long as we have the internet, it is forever. So this is important advice to everyone. Now, something I said on there, which is good, is I was asked, you know, why did I make it to feminists and not to anyone else? And my actual response to that was, well, that's why would I give MRA advice to a feminist? That's like giving dog advice to a cat or a cat advice to a dog. You're not going to do that. It's like irrelevant. I'm not going to give anti-feminist advice to a feminist. I'm not going to give feminist advice to an MRA. You know, that's just ridiculous why you would do that. But it is advice that is universal. It's for everyone. But, you know, I'm not going to put in there also MRA and, you know, but I did put in women against feminism. You know, they kind of ignore that little fact, which is also true for them, but I include them because I want them to see that I made that post. And then afterwards, I put in a comment of saying, internet memes does not validate your argument. Advice for young feminists, which is also true, which is what this person kept doing. They kept trying to put internet memes to try to validate their argument because they had nothing else to say. They couldn't argue with me on my points, so they used pictures to make the argument for them. And I tend not to use internet memes. I try to use my words to say exactly what I mean. So this is some of the crazy stuff that I run into now that I'm more on Twitter than anything else. So I guess that about does it for me today. Thank you for viewing this short conversation. I'm going to start trying to do some more videos. I'm separating between when I do it on Google Plus and doing it on YouTube, even though it all winds up on YouTube anyways. I found that when I do things on YouTube directly, people on my Google Plus don't find out about it. So if I'm actually looking to have a conversation with my audience, I'll do it on YouTube. My Google Plus followers followed me on YouTube to get updates about that. But if I'm just doing a quick message to the internet, then I'll do it from Google Plus. So anyways, that does it for me today. Thank you for watching. And this is Mad Cat signing out.